Hello everyone, 95% Rookie here, and today I'll be going over my thoughts on the recently released Arma Reforger. Okay, so to get my general opinion out of the way, I think Reforger is good and a lot of fun when it works. By far my biggest problem with the game at the moment, and hopefully this will change in the coming weeks, is the constant, and I do mean constant, disconnecting and connecting issues. I don't know if it's a bug or if the game's netcode is fundamentally broken, but the most I've gotten without disconnecting is 1 hour, and sometimes it's every 10 to 20 minutes when playing public multiplayer. Cannot be stressed enough how detrimental it is to the experience to set up your loadout using the clunky UI for 15 minutes in conflict, only to immediately disconnect and lose it all because for some reason there are no saved loadouts in conflict. That said, disconnects aside, the game can be very fun to play, even in public matches with randoms. I really enjoy Conflict, the new Capture the Island PvP mode, and the majority of my hours have been spent playing that. The one time I tried joining a Game Master server I disconnected constantly, so I haven't gotten around to playing it yet. To give a contemporary comparison, Conflict plays similarly to Squad, but in a more structured manner as far as the map goes. You play as either the Soviets or the Americans, and I can't say enough how great it is to be playing a new game set in the Cold War. Essentially, you go around the decently sized Everon map, capturing control points, delivering supplies, and building structures. The foundation is very fun, although I have yet to play on a server with more than 32 players due to connection issues. As far as the infantry gameplay goes, it's nice to have enhanced movement style climbing and vaulting, which really adds a lot more mobility than Arma 3 vanilla. Animations for weapons are not bad, but leave a little more to be desired due to the fact that the bar has been set so high by games like Squad and Insurgency Sandstorm. Still, it's quite a step up from Arma 3 vanilla, and we even have different animations for when our gun runs dry versus a tactical reload. If there's one thing I'd like as far as weapons go, it would be a system for checking your magazine capacity with a button press, rather than just seeing the fullness on the UI. Incremental stances are back, and with the addition of incremental movement via the scroll wheel, infantry gameplay has become a lot more fluid. Inventory management is a mixed bag. Although I generally like the new appearance better, it is quite clunky to work with at the moment, but I would attribute that more to bugginess than an inherent flaw. I really enjoy the ability of individually changing pants, boots, and shirts, and for a full armor game I can see a lot of potential there. The new adjustable hotbar is cool as well as the ability to carry 2 primary weapons, although I really wish there was a way to switch magazine types without manually doing it in the inventory screen. Maybe there is a way to do it, and I just haven't figured it out yet. Moving on to vehicles, physics are a vast improvement over Arma 3, and vehicles feel a lot more fun to drive around in. Speaking of which, the new interaction menu replacement in the way of interaction points is a welcome addition. I also like how vehicle ammo is now refillable via inventory rather than being an ethereal parameter. Of course, as I'm sure many have seen, players disconnecting while driving causes the vehicle to endlessly float in the last direction of travel, leading to a new form of being armored known as being reforgered. Other things I enjoy about Reforger: the in-game field manual has some nifty tips and I would love to see it further expanded on. The new radio system allows us to use limited radios without TeamSpeak, which is a godsend, and also the dynamic comm system adds a lot to the game in terms of fluid teamwork, rather than Squad's system of being stuck communicating with your squad over the radio. You loot vest pouches individually, and I hope this means in Arma 4 we will have customizable vests. You can now point by pressing C, which is a small but welcome addition. Flashlights, compasses, grenades, and watches are interactable objects, adding more immersion and realism over previous iterations in Arma 3. Graphically, the game looks great, with the map feeling much more alive with furniture, streams, rivers, and interactable objects. I get great performance on ultra settings, but I have a 3090 so I can't really speak for lower end hardware. If you're looking at Reforger as an infusion and modding testbed, it has a lot of potential, and as an Arma fanatic, there was no way I was going to avoid getting Reforger no matter the state it was in. However, the connection issues really do take a lot out of the joy of the game. I wouldn't recommend getting it until those issues have been fixed. As well as this, there haven't really been any amazing keystone features in my opinion. It's generally an overall upgrade, but nothing has really wowed me beyond the ability to play Arma at a good frame rate for once. I would have liked to see something like mud simulation, terrain deformation, or something of that nature. However, despite its flaws, I have been having a lot of fun with Reforger. It's really my first time playing PvP in an Arma game. I'm sure I'll get tired of the current content in a few weeks, but the fact that they have launched strong with full modding tools and workshop support means this game has a bright future ahead of it, and I can't wait to see what this game is like a year from now. That said, for the foreseeable future, Reforger is definitely not an Arma 3 replacement. and it'll likely take a few years after Arma 4's eventual release for Arma 3 to be truly obsolete. Hope you enjoyed my perspective on Arma Reforger. It's definitely a mixed bag, but if connection issues get sorted out, I could recommend it wholeheartedly.